Alright, tubers. I gave you a little hint on the last video that this one was coming. This is how I can carrots. People do it different ways, but this is the way I do it. I've cut them all up into chunks about a ½ inch. Some of them are a little more, some a little less, but you get too thin and they turn to mush in the canner. This is what I got out of the 4x4 bed, and we'll see how much it makes. There are several gallons worth of carrots there, and I should have quite a bit when I get finished with this. I'll probably be canning for a while. So hang on, and I'll show you what we're going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these jars. Okay, you can hear the pressure canner has actually got 3 quarts of water in it. It's boiling, it's ready to go. And now I'm just going to begin filling these up. And it's nothing special. I'm just going to fill them within 1 inch of the top. I told you I was going to be doing this for a while. Still looks like Fruit Loops. If I had some more yellow and some green, we'd be in business. Not going to bore you with all this. Finished filling all these up, and add some salt. Use a little kosher salt, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Probably a little less than a teaspoon. And then hot water. I'll finish filling the rest of these up, and show you the next step. Alright, I've got them all prepared. The next step is to take a tool, spatula, knife, whatever. This came with the kit, and you've seen it on some other videos, but just like the pickles and the green beans and anything else you want to make sure you run this down the side of each one of them. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out, because pressure canning and air bubbles in what you're canning don't mix. You want to make sure all that air is out. And once you get them all worked, you're going to take a clean cloth and clean off the rim of each one of them. And I take hot lids. You'll see that they are very hot. They're boiling over here. And put one on each one of those jars. Try not to burn yourself. And the lid. 2 fingers. Just as tight as you can get with 2 fingers, because you don't want them too tight. Just tight enough to hold that seal while they're canning. And I'll finish these up, and we'll put them in the canner. All right, once you get all the lids on there and snug down, you just start setting them in the pressure canner. something like that on the inside. We'll put the second layer in, and I'll put a basket in between it so I can hold, I can pull the first layer out and they won't rattle too bad and potentially break. Alright, that's what it looks like. There are 9 on each layer, 18 total in this pressure canner. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on it, and the way you do that is, I don't know if you can see this mark or not. Let's turn this where maybe you can. See that mark right there? There's a similar mark on the top, right there on that handle. Line those up. Alright, you see how it fits down in there? Just twist it tight. Once this is venting, steam is venting through this opening, we'll apply this weight, let it build up to 10 pounds of pressure, and then we'll adjust the heat to keep it there for 25 minutes. Okay, tubers, you see it vent, the steam coming up out of the vent. That has been going on for 10 minutes. Now we're just going to put the weight on it, and that little pressure gauge there just popped up, which means she's going to start pressurizing, and this dial will start rising, and once it gets up there to 10, we'll start timing it. 25 minutes, and we're done with that batch. And this one goes in. Okay, you'll see it's set at 10 pounds of pressure, and I've got the timer set for 25 minutes. It's counting down, and in 25 minutes we'll turn the burner off, let it pressure down or depressurize, and once it is depressurized, fully depressurized, we'll remove the weight and remove the lid and bring the product out, sit it over there on that towel, and put the next batch in. Alright, that's 25 minutes. We'll turn that off, and we'll turn this off. So now we'll let her depressurize, and once she is fully depressurized, we'll remove the product. Alright, tubers, you see it shows 0, but that plug back here is still up. It is never safe, even though the gauge says 0, if that plug, that pressure plug in the back there is still raised. Okay, about 5 minutes after I showed you that last bit where the plug was up, it finally dropped. That means that there should be no pressure when I remove this, and there's not. Now we'll take the lid off and remove the product, put the next batch in. Alright, now when it's safe, you just twist the lid, remove it, tilt it away from you because there is still steam coming in there. Tilt that up so the steam will roll away from you. And we remove our product. Now you'll see they're still boiling inside the can, which is perfectly normal. They'll continue to do that for some time, and as they cool, the tops of these lids will be drawn in and they'll create a good seal. If they do not create a good seal, we'll be eating them today or tomorrow. always a good idea to leave space in between them so that as they cool, they'll cool off a little quicker. You let some air move around them. $18 pints of carrots. 18 pints of some beautiful carrots. Red and orange. God bless. Go play in some dirt. We'll see you next time. Well, we ended up with 34 pints of multicolored carrots. We'll see you next time.